Hey y'all, Bobby Lovell again here today. Time for another Sunday Funday video. I hope everybody's had a wonderful week. You know, last week I shared a couple of stories about some trips we made while I was youth minister at First Baptist Bayard there in that old blue and white Ford van that we had. And it brought back another time of another trip that I went to Six Flags and carried a bunch of youth with me this time and lost a boy. I know a lot of your parents are going, whoa, wait a minute, Bobby, you did what? Yeah, we had a new young man that was fairly new to town, and we were getting him plugged into the youth ministry and invited him to come and go with us. And I had met his mother, but that's all. We didn't know much about the boy at all. His mom had filled out the little pertinent information sheet and signed off on him coming to the trip, so I had all his information. And we're in the park, you know, and of course when we're in the park, everybody just disperses and goes with, you know, whoever their friends are or whatever, and rides the rides, does whatever they want to. They're supposed to come by and check in with me or some of the other sponsors every couple hours. Make sure everybody's all right. And one of the boys, when I was checking in with them, they're like, hey, did you know so-and-so has left the building? He's gone. He is nowhere around Six Flags anymore. I'm like, what? What do you mean he's gone? He's like, he's left. And so I went looking for some of the other youth that was with us and the other sponsors, and nobody knew anything about him. So I had to go back out to the parking lot, get in the van, get this boy's pertinent information sheet, go find a payphone, because you know, this is well before anybody had cell phones in their pocket. Get a bunch of quarters, make this payphone call to mom going, hey, I'm sorry, but your son is no longer here. She's like, yeah, I know. He got to where he got hot and wasn't feeling too good and called his grandparents. And they came and picked him up. Well, come to find out, this young man's grandparents lived not far from Six Flags. So mom was aware of where he was. She apologized and said, you know, they shouldn't have come picked him up, and he, you know, without getting a hold of you or one of your sponsors at least to know where he was. But man, put a little scare in our heart, my heart thumping, thinking, where in the world did this kid go? But you know, it's just some of the fun things of being a youth pastor and being a sponsor on some trips like this. I will share with you the best time I ever had at Six Flags, and it was mid-December. I took a youth group when I was in De Leon. We took a youth group to Six Flags for Christmas in the park. Best time I ever had. It was cool. Looked like it was going to rain all day. It never rained. The park was all lit up with Christmas lights and decorations everywhere. There was not a crowd because it was cool and almost rainy. Man, there was 2 or 3 rides that we didn't even get off. They just hit the button and we rode again. If we did have to get off, you might wait one trip and you were back in. I mean, literally the longest wait we had all day long, and that was later in the day when things started warming up a little bit more, was maybe 30 minutes. Best time I ever had in the park. Wasn't too hot and didn't have long lines to wait. Guys, I hope y'all have a wonderful week. And remember, y'all be sweet. I'll be pretty. I love you, and God bless.